Alright, mail day. I got a new exhaust. They sold it to me, so I bought it. I live in California, so you can't buy anything cool. I got a 2-in-1. And I got some Colony locking bolts too. So pretty simple one. I had to take the brake out, mid-control setup, because the pipe doesn't fit. But otherwise, pretty simple one, hopefully. Let's get into it. All right, so I got this from Gasbox, this 2-in-1. I got it from their actual website, not lowbrow. Right away, it's nice enough. The metal's pretty thin. The chrome is pretty thin, but you get what you pay for, I guess. Here's one of the bolts. They're pretty easy to understand. Tighten it down, get it to where you need to, and then this goes over so it doesn't spin. And then in case that thing wants to flop out, you just push that on there. So the bolt won't spin, and whatever holds it from spinning won't fall out. What I gotta do is don't forget your gasket. This I'm gonna put in first. Put the gasket on. Oh good, it's a good tight fit. Get your fancy new bolt on there. And screw her on. You don't need any Loctite or nothing. It's just gonna bake out. There's probably something you could put in there, but I don't. This is definitely like a tweaker special. They had silicone in everything I fixed. It was pretty ridiculous. The seal had silicone in it. Boy, what else? I can't even remember what else. Also, the reason why I got these is because the bolts didn't really go in there that great. So they're probably stripped. I think they were two different looking bolts. Which makes me pretty paranoid. But they probably had silicone in there, so there's probably still a bunch of high temps garbage in there. But it looks straight. Oh, it don't feel good though. All right, I just looked in that hole. That doesn't look as, this bolt looks way too long. So I don't know what's up with that. Definitely seems too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get it going. Just tighten the shit out of it. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's up with that. These were the ones that were in there before. I mean, they're not terribly too long. All right, I got the other pipe. I'm just gonna try to put this on there. This is where it gets complicated, is I gotta get this pipe, back pipe, rear pipe in the front one. Gotta get it all lined up. All right, I hope this one goes in good. Not really. I just was looking at this, making sure I got the right ones. It says use on 66 to 84 Shovelhead. That's good enough for me. Just keep taking her slow. I don't know what the specs are. I'll spec it out later. There's still a gap up here, but what I'm gonna do I got this chrome exhaust clamp I'm gonna put in the back so it'll make the pipe come up, kick up a little bit more. I just want to get this all buttoned in. This is the one that scares me. Boy, I really don't like forcing it like that. I don't know what to think. Might just try the old in and out technique. The threads don't look marred or boogered up, so we'll just keep going. All right, let's try to get the thread out. Got the exhaust pipe off. Really hate doing this, but it's the only way to make it feel like it's going in better. I don't want to ruin the bolts that I just bought. If you don't have one of these rethreader sets, you got to get one. I don't know how many times it saved my butt. I'm hoping this one will save my butt again. But right away, it's not doing that great. Slow and steady is the key with these things. I just feel it out, especially stuff like this. It's aluminum. Make sure you're in there straight. It don't look straight, but I can't tell. I don't know what's in there, but it's pretty gummed up. Let's see if you can see this. Whoa, whoa. Doesn't want to zoom in on there. A lot of material came out of there. But by eyesight, it looks better already. But I like to run it through, kind of go in, go out, go in, go out, go in, go out, because it'll get the, whatever you're ripping into, it'll go through these little grooves. Not sure if you can see it or not. But it'll go get stuck in the grooves, and then you got to clean it out every once in a while. You don't want to grind that shit in there. So let's do this again. I mean, that's way better. I just did it by hand. Pretty far. Let's see how far this bolt goes. Okay, round 2. Put the pipe in there. See if the bolt will go in. A lot of material came out, so could have been good, could have been bad, who knows. But the first threads that I can see are really good, so that's all I really care about. I mean, right away it's already going in there pretty good. Oh man, look at that. Way better. That's awesome. Kind of freaked me out on that one. Loosen it. And get the pipe in there. It pushes in there pretty far, which is nice. Nice tight fit. So I'm going to snug one at a time here. That way they're not fighting each other. They're going on pretty smooth. Wow, all the way in and just like butter. No gaps, super solid. Okay, I'm not going to push it. Okay, let's try. Put these on. Right away, it's perfect. Definitely gonna rattle when it's running. And you might might have to turn it a little bit to get it on there. This one's pretty tight. All right, so there it is. There's the fancy new bolts. And it fits pretty good. I'm gonna try to find another spot for my clamp, but I think right here ought to do it. Or back here or something. I would like to put it in the middle, but I think right here is gonna do just fine. There's not really a way for me to put this on. There's bowl holes here, and I think even one I might be able to screw into. But what I think I'm gonna do is make like a little L bracket, bolt that in, and then just bolt that on top of the L bracket. And that'll hold perfectly fine. I had this on the frame, and that gives me a little tab that I can swivel up and down. Before, the other exhaust had this mongoloid thing I still need to take off. I can't even move it. I had this on a muffler, and then the front exhaust had another little hook going down to the muffler. So the muffler would just like swing. So it's pretty pointless. All right, that's all I got for you. 2-in-1 exhaust from Gasbox. Fits good. The bottom doesn't really line up with the frame, but that's because I'm super close to it, and it's not a hardtail. Yeah, it fits really good. I had to re-thread the holes from the previous people. I'll be nice. And I bought those fancy bolts that hold in place, and I think they're gonna rattle and make a hell of a noise. So that might not be a forever thing. And since I redid that hole, I'm sure it's gonna back out. Otherwise, you know, exhausts for these, they only have one bolt, and they're kind of tough to keep in there. This thing poofed smoke out from each of the freaking holes until I secured them up there really good. I'm hoping this one doesn't do that. That front one's got a little bit of a gap, so I'll have to probably finagle it a little bit. Maybe just tap the back side of this with a rubber mallet, and just the pipe alone will sink in. I'll do that another time. Once I get the clamp, I might even get a clamp with a that comes out and has a little hook on it, just to make it a cleaner look. But for now, I'll make something. It's a nice exhaust. I recommend it. Saved me time. I would have made one and it would have looked like complete ass. I had my master cylinder in the back here of this thing, and the pipe didn't work with it. But the bracket that I have, I don't know if this is stock or what, but this screwed onto the bike and then held the brake on, and the brake was too far out. I could probably make something with this and figure it out. But I'm going forwards, so I don't need all that mid stuff. Yeah, like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Check out these videos. Echoes of ancient lies in the abyss with me.